want to welcome everybody to M Talk, the Millennial Show, M Lifestyle's official podcast channel where we're celebrating the young, the brave, and influential. You know your boy, new host, Vincent Ellis White, aka Vinny Blanco. If you need to follow me, and you do need to follow me, by the way, Vincent Ellis White, Vince Ellis White on everything, and that's me.
All right, I am the co-host, Hoyt Kwaku Timmons. You can follow me on Instagram, _Timmons_scholar on Instagram, and I'm on Facebook as Hoyt KWAKU Timmons, and you can follow me that way. Make sure to follow me. It's always fun. It's never a dull moment following me. And we have a new person with us here today.
New person, yes sir.
Welcome everyone. My name is Velma Hairston. You can follow me on Facebook at Velma Hairston. I'm also on Instagram. That's at Love One Love, LUV One Love. And you can also find me on Instagram as Nzinga Arts.
The smooth sounds of Velma. I like that. Yeah, real smooth. So look, before we get started, I want to go ahead and let Hoyt announce the sponsorship for the day.
Definitely. Today's show is brought to you by the good people at Afrodoc.com. Afrodoc.com is an amazing online store that houses authentic African fashion pieces such as Prince mini and maxi skirts, wrist, ankle, and body beads, unique print bow ties, and pocket square combos, dashikis, etc. They currently have new arrivals, so visit Afrodoc.com, AFRODOCK.com to start shopping for the new looks today.
No problem. Today we're going to be touching on Kanye's visit to Trump, also talking about Dylan Roof, race discussions in the workplace. Also, the West Virginia official called the FLOTUS Ape and Hills, and he gets his job back. We're also going to discuss crime in RBA, and of course, we're going to be speaking on urban agriculture with our guest feature, Duron.
So Kanye, even though we discussed it in the first show, I mean, that's a brother that you can always incorporate in your show. So have y'all seen Kanye recently met with Trump?
Yes.
So what was y'all feelings
Yes.
like when it first popped up? Like, what was y'all feelings about seeing? Because it came out the blue for me. I was just scrolling one day and I seen Kanye and Trump walking in the building. And last I thought he was in the hospital. So how you go from the hospital to Trump? Like, that was a big jump for me. So I was a little confused by that. But what's your thoughts on Kanye and Trump right now?
My thoughts is, at this point in time, Kanye is just so unpredictable. I'm more interested in seeing exactly what was discussed in that meeting. You know, what's up with the blonde hair? I know that's very petty to even point that out, but I'm looking at my brother and I see a man that's lost. I see a man that's losing himself. And he has so much to contribute as far as his musical talent goes. And, I just think Kanye, somewhere along the way, he lost his center of self. And, you see all of these outrageous things. I just kind of, I don't even know what would bring, those two in the same room. It really caught me off guard when I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to start off saying that we've been watching a lot of people kind of like in a state of, trauma as a result of, the Donald Trump, scenario. And there's been a lot of interesting, remarks from a wide variety of black celebrities or athletes and entertainers in relationship to their conversations with Trump. I think that it's very intriguing for black people to pay attention to the opinions of athletes and entertainers, right? And that Trump is reaching out to these people who,
certain ones.
Yeah, it's like, well, hold on,
Yeah.
why like, when in the world are we like allowing, policy and the issues of our community be dictated by our entertainers and athletes? I mean, these are not thought leaders. These are not scholars in the sense of like they are, knee deep in the statistics and the theories and practice that's necessary to improve our community. But holler at me when Mark Lamont Hill is asked to go have a conversation with Trump, or Rosa Clemente, or somebody of merit that's been doing the research, that's in the trenches with this thing, that's been doing it every day, Trump. So I mean, at this point, it's all for real. It's like reality TV.
It is.
And I'm just like, yo,
I like to see a Cynthia McKinney and Trump meeting.
Oh my God.
So,
Ta-Nehisi Coates, like, I mean,
Oh, yeah,
these are people that are laudable, you know what I mean, and are
Yeah.
on point with their perspective, and until that situation happens, it's like, don't get caught up inside the 3-card money that's going on. I really think it's a lot of distraction.
Yeah, and I don't think that it's necessarily a bad thing that Kanye went to meet with him, because I think that's one of the perspectives that I've heard. Why would he even go? What's he doing having a meeting with him? But at this point in time, Trump is our president-elect. It would be smart for us to kind of sit down and figure out where his mind is at and what he's trying to do for the working class citizen, for the African American community. But when we think about Kanye, and like you guys said, he is kind of unpredictable.
So Chavis.
Yes, sir.
Urban gardening, urban agriculture,
Yes.
Urban farming. First of all, welcome back from Cali, my brother.
Sir.
So look, the
Yes.
brothers from Richmond, VA, just got back from Cali doing real work.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know anything about urban farming, and I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all, 'cause this is my brother, and we got a lot of similarities. I mean, we always talk about similarities. We got differences too. Because when he started talking about urban farming, I just got quiet and I was just listening, let him do his thing. Because that ain't really, I didn't grow up on that.
Right.
And a lot of people that's listening may not have grown up on that. So and you didn't either. So what is urban farming agriculture? Break it down for us.
So okay, urban farming is basically growing food in the city. It's as simple as that. I mean, we got into the conversation around growing food in the city because of food insecurity. Right,
Okay.
there not being fresh fruits and vegetables in urban areas, especially in marginalized and low-income communities. My conversation with the farming grew out of being connected to Black farmers, right? Doing Happily Natural Day for years, we always talk about holistic health and wellness, and I was blessed to have some elder farmers involved, like coming out and supporting our movement. And they kind of tell me about cocktails and like, yo, man, I love the fact that you talking about health and wellness and people being clear on their African identity and making a difference, but you need to be talking about where food comes from. And for me, it was kind of like one of those conversations I wasn't ready to have. I mean, I not to say that I wasn't ready to have that conversation, but I wasn't really conscious or aware of all the complicated aspects to a conversation around food. Of course, pesticides, herbicides, GMOs, those were like, the trigger words for me that made it more of a sense of urgency for me to be familiar with the conversation. But when we started talking about how do we get fresh fruits and vegetables into the community, that's when it opened up this whole universe of systems, that we can see are connected to a lot of the issues that we face, as people of African ancestry. So,
But just to wrap it up, I guess my next, if I can, just a short question.
Yeah.
How do we get more people to get into, in my opinion, the practical shit?
yes.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad.
We
The
really
practical stuff that we
I
need.
didn't want to even
It wasn't
practical each other. So to answer your point, like how to get people to be more practical, you had to figure out what their buy-in point is. And so for me, when it comes to food, like I talk about, well, you can grow food for yourself, or you can grow food to sell, or you can grow food for the community coming together aspect that Velma spoke to, or you could just be there just to be a part of making the difference. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different spaces that people come to the garden for. It's something there for everybody, right? So we just kind of see it as a opportunity. It's a solution. I never try to paint a picture like it's the solution. I say it's a solution, and for an organizer in the community, like community beautification, community gardening, urban farming. These are, access points for people to dive deeper into, making a difference in their overall community.
Also, I wanted to say, make sure you follow M Lifestyle on Facebook. Make sure you follow M Lifestyle on Instagram. Make sure you follow M Talk Podcast on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to mlifestyle.org. And also follow me, Timmons, Timmons, the numerical one, _ scholar. On Instagram and on Facebook, I'm Hoyt, Hoyt, Kwaku, Kwaku. Timmons on Facebook, that's Boy Born on Wednesday, icon. And I'm gonna pass it off to the sister Velma.
I just wanted to say thank you for having me. Thank you, Duron, for coming and being with us. Thank you so much. And just to everybody that's out there listening, remember to be brave and be influential and be empowered. Feed yourself with good knowledge and be around good people, and continue to follow us and stay tuned for what's up next.